welcome back and welcome new viewers. In this episode, I will be showing you what I have done for Ricky Doll, and I will also be sewing a shirt and jeans. So first off, let me show you very briefly what I have done for Ricky. And I'm moving the little patterns around at the moment so that I don't get them lost and so that I don't mistaken them with other things. So I have patterns here for Ricky and for Francie. So moving along, I have Ricky in during the summer. And first off, I will showcase Ricky is going to Disneyland. So I did this cute little shirt. And he is wearing a blue corduroy. So that's the back. It is a tossed fabric. And I have Ricky. Oops. This one is just a work in progress. All I need to do is put the snaps. So he is in a tiny, very micro red pinstripe. So, and he's wearing corduroy pants. And the next one that I have, it is a tropical holiday shirt. And this one has a little bit of thread over here on the back. So let's take care of that right now. He is wearing a tropical, and this shirt came out looking like, I just had it, a Starry Night. The artwork is Starry Night. And it is gold metallic pressed into the fabric. But it's actually like very, very cool, bright material. This one is right over here, is a fish that ended up being, let me see. Yeah, this is the tail, and this is the little eye that got to go. It was not quite enough, but I was using the way the fabric is. This one is really fabulous. And I do believe I have one more. Huh. I thought I did have one more for Ricky. Oh, yes, I do. I got him right here. This one is also work in progress. I need the snap, but everything else is done. He has his little button, and these are the current ones that I have done. So these two right here need the snaps, and I was going with a very light, beautiful pale blue. As you can see here. So what I'm going to be doing in just a couple of moments is I'm going to be doing another one like this one, Starry Night. So if you notice, let's use this one. The sewing is happening on this part of the knot underneath. And I will start with, oops, cutting it because I cut this on a fold. So this is my very own pattern that I made, and then I adjusted and I made again. So this is the sleeve. I cut it right next to each other so that the sleeves would be equal. So this one has a very beautiful gold metallic, tiny little polka dots. And I designed the shirt to be a continuous one part. This is a new edition. And what this is, let me see here. It's a new edition, so I'll show you what I mean about new edition. This part right here goes over and connects in the back. So it gives this very beautiful look. that you see in here, complete look. And I'll show you this one. Okay, this one does not have it. So I went and did it, and it only came up to here. So the new adjusted pattern, as you saw right now, it's in the middle. So that's what I have. And if you can see right here, you can see how I taped it. Right over here, it ended up, and I gave it this much more so it could meet and close in the middle. So that's what I do. I do the pattern, and then I see how it turned out, and then I redo it again. So this is the beautiful fabric. This is what it's going to look like. This one's going to be looking more like Starry Night. So it's all continuous blue. And this one, so it looks a lot bigger. So let me show you. See how much bigger it is? The thing is, this part folds in the inside, and then you see how it starts taking form. It folds in the inside, and this is what's going to meet here in the middle. And it's going to meet right here. The sleeves are going to go right here, and then the little collar is going to go right there. So let's get started. I did the jeans. I'm going to start on the jean first, and then I'm going to sew the shirt. So it's the same material, but it's going to be looking it ends up being in a different part of the fabric design, so it's going to look totally different. This one is a tropical Ricky, and then the other one is going to be more of a Starry Night. So remember when I said I was doing a lot of accessories? So this is what I have so far. These are all the socks right here. Continuous socks. All of this. So I have them, and I keep them in my little Ziploc bag. And those socks are these right here. So I'm going to move, these are the Rickies, and I'm just about to get started moving my patterns in here. Hi. Hello, I'm watching you. I can watch the chat for now. The pants, I got them from McCall 7841. Let me see if I have it here. Yes. Okay, this is 7841. This is the pattern. And it's this one right here. So they're skinny pants. So that's what they look like right now. They are actual jeans. Okay. And here's the little part for the sewing of the back. So I'm going to put this back, and the pants, I'm going to design them so that they have this little zipper, faux zipper, and little side pockets. So welcome on board. What time is it right now for you? Right now for me, it's probably like 8 o'clock. I already had my dinner. And let me see, I'll move these to the side. So I'm going to start off with the sleeves. They're going to be shorter than the other ones because the other ones kind of like come to his mid arm. So this one I'm just going to be doing let me see here. All right, there. I hope this is good for you all, and I can see what you're chatting here. So if you want to be chatting, feel free to say good things, because you know what happens to bad little boys and girls. They get kicked out of the chat. So what happened to my other one? Ah, here it is. So right now I'm sewing the sleeve. That's what the sleeve looks like right here. These are different shapes, but it turns out, works out nice. I'm using like a pumpkin colored thread, and the reason why is because I'm going to be using this for the jeans. So I just wanted to do that right now, get that done. So, and move it to the side so I don't see. This is what I wanted to do. I sewed it, and I'm keeping them together so that they don't get lost. So in the jeans, the little zipper is on this side. So I'm going to start and doing it freehand. And I'm going to sew around it 2 times so that this color, let me see. Do you think that's better for you to see it that way? Let me know. So I'm keeping a visual of keeping that distance. Oh, this is thick material, so I don't understand why it broke, but oh, that was great. I think it worked because it's so thick that it was like putting a straw, rather than the other is a lot thinner thread. So I hope that you enjoy watching. I hope that if you want to sew, that you're learning. Get to know a couple of the tricks here. So here is the little fake little zipper, and next thing is I'm going to sew it together. And these jeans are from People Jeans, so they're really rough and tough. And when I list it, I do put it in the description. Okay, so now here we have the jeans together. Next thing is I'm going to work on doing this right here, because the reason why is because I'm going to do the little sewing of the side. And I need this to be done so that I can have a more of a visual of where the middle is. Oops. Okay, what was that about? Okay. There. Oh, this is the problem. That's what that was about. Remember what I said when I said that? Let's take this out. It got it got a hold of the tail end of the thread, and it just like ate it all up. But don't worry. This is so handy to have this thread ripper here. It's very sharp, and you just need to put it in and pull all this little junky thread away. I think it's when when the thread ripped apart from the needle, a part of it got stuck underneath, and then it joined on as an addition. So, okay. Move everything. Okay, we should have everything nice and clean. Let's try this again. So the jeans are going to look very easy compared to the shirt. But if you're going to try to do this, there are no patterns made for Ricky. Oh, it did it again. But this time I'm just going to follow through and just take the loose thread away. And I don't know where it keeps on finding this thread. Let me see. There. Okay. So the best thing to do is to fold it like this, fold it in half, and that's going to help you have a visual where the middle is. So there it is. I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to do it again. I need to do it from here so that I could start. So my finger is where the middle is, right there. So I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to move it just a little bit to the side. And there we have it. So I'm going to be very careful to take all these little pieces away. Okay, so there's my line. Next thing to do is to make a little sewing the way that you see the needle from here to there. And wherever you land, it has to be the same on the other side. So okay, and when I go back up, I make sure just to move it just a little bit over, so it looks like there's two threads. There is the little fake little pockets. So I'm going to do the same over here, fold it in half. And the middle is right here. And right here, the middle starts here. So keeping my finger and my eye on the prize. I'm going to sew across in just a little while. And it doesn't matter if you go a little bit to this side or that side, it's okay. We just want to make this mock-up look of jeans. Okay, so what did I do with my leftover pin? Maybe I put it away. I don't think I did. I hope I can find it. So now what you do is put it side by side and you want to see where this ends, and just put the pin there so that you know that you need to end right there. Okay, and set it down and just move it just a little bit over to the side and go up. All right, one more sewing in here to make it look all together. Oh, why not? I'll just do this here. And keep on hitting it. I'm just moving the bags over. So we are almost done with Ricky's jeans. So the next thing to do is sew it across and then just put it together. I got to be very careful because these are jeans and it is thick when you fold it. You have 2 times the fabric, and over here I have 4 times the fabric because I sewed it in that way. Let's see here. Just all right, just moving some things over here to the side. Oops, what am I doing? All right, there. And when I get back over here, I'm going to be very careful. All right. And that is what it looks like. So now I'm going to the next inseam and then together. So I'm being very careful to take all the pieces out because of the little mess we just had. All right, so you see it already there in place. All I need to do is just sew it. Oh, just worried that it's going to break. So what I'm doing here is separating it so I don't have problems. All right, that's going to have to be to the side. That might be too low of an inseam. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is cut so thick. Oh, okay. That was definitely hard. And just clean up all these loose little thread areas. Oh, this is the tough part too, turning it inside out, because it is hard. They are skinny jeans, and I just want to have a start so that it's not a bottleneck. And now I'm going to use my rod and start pushing it through. Okay, I'm going to put it in right over here by my chair so that I can finish this quicker, because I'm using the pressure of up and down instead of side by side. And putting my finger in to help it. Okay, so I almost have one. So this is a jewelry clipper. Just gonna do that to speed it through. There we go. And with my hand, I think this would have been better. I think it's better to do that. Get it from the inside and pull it out. So in a minute, 1 minute, I'm putting my finger in. All right. All right, okay, here we go. The little beans for Ricky. Let's put it on this Ricky right here. We'll get a little fashion show. And look how great they will look. It is hard for jeans, but I recommend that pattern if you want to do it. I recommend that pattern, and because it's skinny pants, and these jeans are gonna look great. Although it's hard when you turn it inside out, but you'll get it through. You can do it. So remember I was saying that it was really low on the crotch. It's actually perfect. It's actually good. So here, oops, there we go. Here are the pants. Here's the bottom and the shirt. Looks nice on this pinstripe. Okay. So 1 minute of enjoyment, and I'm going to take a sip of my tea, and then we're going to get started with the shirt. I think it's gonna, okay, so it's 30 minutes. Let's see how long it takes to do the shirt. I'm gonna put Ricky here to the side. So I already did the sleeve. So right now we're going to do the collar. So this is the collar. I wonder if I'm gonna have trouble with this. So I'm gonna have to cut another one. Let me see. Oh, I think it'll be okay. I think I'll sew it right there, so we'll be okay. It'll be okay. All right. This material is medium thick Kona cotton. If you're familiar with Kona cotton, the colors come out really beautiful and rich. It's one of your better materials for cotton. Because it's thick, I'm cutting that right there. So I'm going to sew on here so that I can have it, you know, getting used to. So I think I'm going to be using this end instead of this one because it has green. So this is going to be on the outside like this. So this is what it's going to look like. So let's put it right here. Let me see. I'm going to get the sleeves and put them here. That's where they are. And now on to getting the shirt ready. So I need 2 pins. Okay, the first thing to do is to get the sleeves aligned. I'm going to be having, okay, here we have trouble with this again. Okay, so I need it to be touching over here at the top. Okay, so actually, let me follow it down. I'm going to follow it down like so. So see how I cut it too much, but it's okay. I'm going to sew from this part. And all I need to do is cut into the sleeve once it's sewed on. Okay. All right, so the fabrics are positioned in there. right there. I'm kind of like flattening it because the fabric, and I don't want to go any lower than what is already cut. Okay. Right there. I'm going to sew it one more time just for safe measure. Okay. And I'm just going to clean it up right here just a little bit. Just cosmetic. So there we go. I'm going to sew this one so that you can get an idea how this works. So I'm going to connect the bottom facing the material and then pulling everything out and around. Okay. And let me pin this so that I can show you. So, okay, so here they are from the bottom of the sleeve, and just moving it along, they meet at the shoulder, and right here is where I'm going to start to sew. And it's okay, I'm going to continue. All right, let me take that out. All right, let me see if it's not going to, okay, it's not going to let loose. So let me turn this so that you can see. Turn it inside out. Just so we're going to be looking at the fabric. Okay, getting the other sleeve. I cut this too much, but it's okay. So, where are my pins? So I'm going to pin it from the other side. Right there. Okay. So I just did one. And what I'm doing is pressing it down. Going all the way down to the middle. It's like the middle of the mountain. And going up. Okay. It's really close, so I'm going to sew it one more time. And just go a little bit more. You can do this right before you sew it together. And let me show you. It blended into this form right there. And I'm just going to take this excess fabric out because this gets stuck underneath Ricky's little armpit, and by doing that it becomes a little bit easier. So this one went really low, but it's okay. What we want is to have a working sleeve. So I'm just pulling on it. So I'm going to sew it all the way across. I put the pin on the other one so that you can see. And this one I'm just going to sew it all the way. I'm going to move that one like that and right there. So much thread and little pieces. So let me turn this one inside out so that you can see this little pocket. This little sleeve. And let's see here. Let's see here. So this one is, I need to go a little bit lower in here so that it could match the other one. So let's see here. The way I can do this is by releasing this and matching the other one. So let's go back and redo this. So what I'm going to be doing is going really low. And the reason why I'm doing it is because the other one just ended up that way, and I want them both to look uniform. So what I'm going to be doing right now is going really, really low down here, and that's going to make it match. It's still going to be a sleeve. It's just like one more notch, but it makes a world of difference. You see that? This is where we were, and right now I just took it just one more notch down, and this is so that it can match the other side. And I'm going low all the way, but not cutting into the thread. So now I'm going to sew it back again, and it should be really close to the other one. All right, I'm overdoing it there with the thread, with the sewing back and forth. So the first thing to do is to put the sleeves, and now I'm going to put the collar. Isn't it looking so nice? I am loving this. All right. So I'm going to do this so that you can see what I do. I want to determine the middle, so I'm connecting the two little shoulders of the sleeve and getting the exact middle. Oops, I am just dropping things here to the side, and I'm going to cut it. Okay, so there is our little middle right there. I'm going to get my collar, fold it in the middle, and all right. So I don't want to see this outside. This is my outside piece right here. So I'm going to follow it. I want it to end right there. And how it ends right there is by lowering this a little bit more. It has more to travel, and it's going to be using up the fabric. So right there. So let me move this there. Okay, I'm going to be looking to make sure. Isn't that beautiful? Let's clean this up. I'm going to clean that up later. Okay, so now I'm going to connect these two edge pieces. Remember, we had the shirt like this, so now I'm going to connect it. And this is going to be a series of sewing and sewing it shorter and shorter until it's very nice in the back. So I'm only going to sew it once. Okay. And I'm going to set it down, and it's a great fit. Once I know that it's like it lays flat nicely, now before sewing it together, I am going to sew the edge, this edge. So let's see. Okay, that's what I just sewed, and now that we have that done, now we can put this together. I want to make sure that I have a good grasp over here. Do that, because we want to get the edge. So let me put it here. And here is the edge of that right there. Right like so. Okay, so before I cut it, I want to see what it looks like. Okay, so we missed that little spot. And this one is good. So let's make sure that I get that part in. So I'm going to sew it from this side so that I know that I have to go just a little bit lower. Okay, right here I have to go just a little bit lower. And I'm going to measure the collar too. All right, so we got that corner. Got that corner, and now I'm going to measure to make sure that the collar is the same length. We don't want one collar to be bigger than the other. So I'm going to clean this up. Because all this is excess fabric and it's going to make things bulky. All right, now I'm gonna and look how cute this is looking. Another thing that you can do is you can sew it from the top. And that's going to keep this down. So it's taking a half an hour for each. The pants took me half an hour, just about half an hour. I'm just doing this right now. All right. Okay, so I'm going to sew this from the top, right in the middle, right where the collar starts. And I'll show you right now. And I'm going to end right there. So I exit it right out there. I can later get a needle and thread, just sew in here like that. I don't happen to have the color, otherwise I'd do it right now. And this part right here, I'm going to use spray check. Just want to cut this little tip out here and sew the bottom. Just going to sew this and then sew it one more time. I'm just going to do the initial little basting sew. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is look at the fold here. Okay, take the shape of this shirt. Okay, that is a fold right there. So I'm going to take that and turn it in this way and sew it here. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And this is going to form the shirt so that I can have this look inside. See that? And this part, I'm going to sew it by hand right in here. So I'm going to do the same. It will take more time because I have to put in the buttons. This is a beautiful side, isn't it? So that is the fold. Very nice in here. I'm going to take that and fold it like this, keeping my finger in there. With this material, every shirt is going to be 100% different because it's a large print. It's a large scale print. And I mean, I use the same part for the other shirt, but it has a little bit more of a tropical. And this one is all blue. Let me see. Okay, what color do I have? I have white. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to, I'm looking at my needles here. Okay, let's see. This is purple. Gray. All right, I use blue. I'm going to hem it right now so that we can. But this is what the shirt looks like. Really nice. I am really pleased of the design. And I'm going to very quickly do the hem. Could get listed right away. Alright, so let's start from right here. From the bobbin. And okay, let's try this again. Carefully. And I am positioning it so that I can have that beautiful corner. All right. Oh. Maybe it's getting stuck with the fuzz, is getting stuck with the thread. Look at that. All right, this thread is fighting with me. All right, hopefully there's no fuzz in here. Let's try again. All right, finally. All right. All right, so this should go quickly. This thread has a mind of its own. It is speaking to me. All right, so I have a little knot in there. So let's see how this works. This should not be this difficult. I'm gonna have to cut it at this point right here. All right, I'm done with that piece. Let's start right here. All right. So if I have problems, again, I'm just going to be besides myself, but that should be the end of that. So the socks are already done. The jeans are done. I just need to attach the snaps. Hi, welcome, Forest Fairy Tale. Thanks for joining. So one complete outfit, definitely, whether it be Ricky, Barbie, Ken, it definitely takes over an hour. So I totally appreciate my customers that buy my product. I always give you an offer, a chance. Most of the time, I would say 99.9%. I list my items and I put my price and an offer. I really appreciate my clients that buy it for my asking price. It helps me out a lot. So let me take the chance, the opportunity right now to say that. Thank you so much. It's a long time, and that's not even counting the cost of the material. So almost done. Let's take so much thread everywhere. So let's take this shirt out and put the new one that we just did and you got to see. I'm gonna hold the thread somewhere else right now. So this is the inside. It goes around. It does need pressing. So when I press it, it's going to be nice and crisp. This part right here, you can see it there, is going to be pressed down. Plus, I'm going to be putting the buttons and the snap. So look at that, how beautiful it is. So let's put it on Ricky. So I adjusted the sleeves. The other one was coming a little bit lower at the middle, so this one's much nicer. I adjusted the collar for it to be thinner compared to the other collar, see here. So I adjusted the collar. So it's a much smaller collar. So that is the adjustments. And I do believe, let's see here. So once I iron it down, this is going to be ironed down. And let me look at my sample here. Okay, so I do believe the buttons go on this side. So where... I'm going to use smaller buttons for this one. And I'm going to use the cream. I'm going to use 3. So I got the mixed lot. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the other one has 3 and it looks nice. Let me get these. And it's time to start sewing. Let me move these over here. So I'm going to start, that's going to fold like this. So I'm going to start around here. I got to order more. I got to order more tiny little buttons. Because things like this, believe it or not, is what stops me from sewing. If I don't have the accessories, I can sew and then wait. Let me see here. Oh, so tiny. Oops. So I can sew and wait, but the most important thing when I don't have the accessories, like for example buttons, I'm not going to waste my time sewing something like this that needs buttons and not sell it. Uh, I get um, I get to do something else that is going to provide something that I can do, list and sell. So I'm going to be running out of little tiny buttons, so I want to order them because they're probably coming from overseas. I mean, shipping nowadays is so much money with fees at certain selling platforms. You got to pay seller fees and other fees, and the shipping. You really end up paying double, the same price for the product and double for the other fees. So it adds up. So when I sell items, when I get the chance, most of the time, I do give out freebies as a thank you. Gotta be, let me see, I'm looking to make sure that it's an equal. Yeah, that looks like an equal. Good enough distance. My goodness, I'm getting stuck with things here. So for everybody that gave me a like, thank you so much. Oh, I can't wait for the day that my channel grows and I'm able to achieve 1,000 likes per video. That is a dream, that is a goal. So there is nothing wrong with setting high goals. Okay, so here's my little teeny weeny little snap. And let's see. So there it is. So I'm going to put the snap around right here. I'm going to put this one. And I got to put that one there because they're so tiny. And I'm going to start from the outside. I have, let me see here. Let me use this other one here. I changed it to the maroon. You know what I was thinking of, using this fabric and doing something for Blythe and then adding seed beads and little rhinestones. That's going to be beautiful. Okay, there. All right, one more knot. Have to be so careful because I'm holding it with the tip of my nail. There we go. I wanted to have the contact connection here. Oh. All right, my goodness. Almost done. All right, that's it. Finally have the last stitch. All right. So I will iron this down, press it down. There we go. It's going to be a nice clean look here at the top. If you want to have this go over, it'll go over like that. And let me give you a look. There we go. So definitely need to press this. I really like the design. How pretty this is, the gold. And then the back, more swirl. He's wearing his jeans. Another fancy swirl. Such a beautiful fabric. And of course, if you want to have it closed, I'm going to try to do like a little bow tie so that you can have your little Ricky with a little bow tie. There's this one show I was watching of a little genius that's going to high school, and he always wears his little bow tie, so it's kind of cute. That's where that came from. So here's the other one. And These are my recent ones. And I am working on a Disney theme that's going to go with this one. So let's take a look at the boys. Here's one shirt. Stands on its own. Look how they are nice and firm. Oops. And here is the other one, another stripe one with the corduroy. These are with corduroy shorts. And I will be making more corduroy. So let's put this boy here. So there we go. I have more fashion for Ricky coming up. This fashion right here, that is Ken's. It's way different. You see how it changes? So Ricky's going to have some matching clothes too. And I'm going to make a blue shirt as well. These are Ken's right here. So more fashion for your boy dolls coming up next. And I just want to have enough. Here, look, here we have Ricky with bright yellow socks. I have to get the other one. Let me see here. I have to get the other one. That looks pretty cool. Getting the primary in there. So I want to thank you for staying with me, joining me. Please subscribe for more content, more sewing, more do-it-yourself, more tutorials. Don't forget to look at my playlist. I have playlists for my pets and for music and themed items like Halloween and Christmas. Right now I'm in the middle of my Christmas in July. So tomorrow's going to be another short. So hopefully you're going to be able to check up on that. So don't forget to subscribe. Oh, and please give me a share. That's helping my channel grow. It's helping reach new viewers and giving me a chance for me to enter their homes. And hopefully they're going to subscribe. So we'll see you on the next video, everybody. Thank you. Bye, everybody. We'll see you.